Welcome to ACC Career Mode by ACM Racing. ACC Career Mode is back and better than ever, with a 3-month-long series containing over 50 races with mixed formats and challenges. Team up with friends to manage your finances, car performance and sponsor contracts, or go solo and manage your favourite car across the whole season, utilising the daily, weekly and monthly challenges to add some spice to your online racing. The best thing? You decide your career, with 7 different paths to choose from. Minimum effort is no effort. ACC Career Mode Quarter 1 contains 5 races a week, all stewarded and commentated live with a range of formats from 4 to 12 hour endurance races to 25-minute sprints. The full race calendar is available at acm-racing.com, with individual race sign-up taking place on SimGrid. Only available on Assetto Corsa Competizione PC European-based league.
Good evening once again, race fans. We are here for the conclusion of the opening round of the ACM 2026 Endurance Series, round number 1. The drivers so far have been through 10 hours of racing here at Spa. Safe to say, well and truly into the home stretch. Still got 44 cars out on field. We'll see how they are all getting on very shortly indeed. Of course, quick reminder, huge thank you to the race and series sponsors. G Portal, of course, fast, efficient and phenomenally priced servers at your fingertips. G-portal.com. Get yourself over there. As I say, I've got a Valheim server and it is pretty good. We've got a Race Forge as well. ACC setups for the community by the community, with the ability to compare, share and even edit setups from the website itself. Utilise raceforge.org to get your dream setups underway. So yeah, huge thank you to the sponsors. If you can go over there, take advantage of the services and of course help support them as they help support our beloved sim racing. We will get back to the racing action. It has been, the livery has worked, there we go. As I say, we've had 10 hours so far. There's been quite the highs and the lows so far. The highs at the moment though is with Philippe Verlinski. He was driving the car at the start of the race and he is in the lead. We'll maybe need another lap or two to get some pit telemetry details to see who's pitting when, but certainly at the moment it is the 965 in the lead. Then in second place, after starting outside the top 50, Konjarevic in the team, they've got themselves up to second place in that Audi and are looking good at the moment. We've got Sotskov in the 66 Lexus, that's VDES of course, they're running in third. Jan Boucher, it's Christian Boucher behind the wheel, currently running in fourth place with the 2 hours to go. Again, these positions temporarily provisional until we see some of the cars coming in to the pits to get an idea of what their fuel stint timers are. Our pole sitters in the race, Ryan Cheshire in the team. Ryan is back behind the wheel and they are currently running in 5th place. They're ahead of Guida in 6th position. Guida in the team, of course, the the 84 car, they're on lap 255, just finished, on 257, they've just finished. 256, of course, they were in the lead. They're now running in that 6th place with Klimzak Harter Racing in 7th. It is Ciari in 8th place in the 166. 9th, it's Cadinho in the Aston. Man, I love the sound of that car. In 9th place, and rounding out the top 10, Kartevich for VDES. So they've still got 2 cars in the top 10. As I said, we've still got 48. Oh, we've just lost a car. And we've got the fastest car in the race in the pits, Joe McLaren in the team. In the pits down at the back of the grid. I'm not sure if they've had a connection. I believe I saw something in Discord about a connection issue for a couple of the cars. May well have been Joe, but certainly Joe with a 2:15, 6:42, the fastest lap yet. There they are coming back out. So several laps down, but still cracking on. Absolutely love to see it. Let me just get the chat open as well. There we go. Now if I do that and that, excellent. There we go. Is that the Raven in the comms box? Yeah, definitely would put a question mark on the legendary commentator. I'm not sure, that sounds overly generous to this Raven character. He sounds like a bit of a reprobate, if we're being honest. But yeah, no. There's myself, Sachin. How are you doing? Welcome in, welcome in. Let me just sort these cameras. There we go. But yes, it is myself indeed. Here till the end of this one. I'm doing good, I'm doing good. Looking forward to seeing the end of this race. It was a cracker of an opening. We've got big gaps spread out, so we'll see if there is going to be any coming together again. The pit strategies are going to be all over the place. 65-minute stint timer, but we have seen cars, if we remember, Cheshire in the 343, they pitted twice in the first hour and a half. So their stint timer is going to be sitting at an entirely different position than many of the cars around them. Christian Boucher as well will certainly be in the same point. Konjurevic, that's an incredible run they've had to start outside the top 50 to be running in second place after this amount of time. Absolutely incredible. So again, we'll see if they can hold on to that, or if Sotskov is going to get the drop on them through the next round of pit stops. Sokov's teammate is certainly looking to get another place or two if possible, and it is Cadinho up ahead. Now Cadinho does have a back marker there as well, so a bit of weaving through traffic. Plenty of blue flags for the drivers to deal with, as you can imagine. And yeah, we are now into the morning stint. So the drivers have driven through the night. The track temperature is on the ascendancy once again. I believe it dipped as low as 6 degrees, meaning the track went down to green at one point. A couple of the drivers were certainly having some fun in Discord, talking about the track conditions. So we'll see how much, if any, there's a change. That's VIN Racing up ahead, and they might inadvertently be Crown Kingmakers here. Oh, and that is a huge contact. He is so late on the brakes there. He is pile drived into the back of him, and Cadinho will certainly feel aggrieved there. He was on the inside line. Kartovic, sorry. The ambition was definitely outweighed by the braking ability of the car, unfortunately. Yeah, we can see through the blonde window. The Lexus is going quickly, and to be fair to Cadinho, he's surrounded by Lexus. Oh. Yeah, that is a big contact. I imagine there is going to be a penalty inbound for that one for Kartovic there. Even with that solid contact, he only just made the corner. And Cadinho, the back of his car, is going to be a bit battered and bruised there. So he's got some work to do to catch up. Let's see now. Ciani is up ahead of him in 8th. He's a fair clip up the road. There's a 43-second gap there. But yeah, a couple of more incidents like we've just seen. That will all change soon. Ryan Cheshire looking to change his position. And this is the battle I was looking forward to see. I'm sure everybody was. Car 310 versus 343. Some very quick drivers in those cars. They started 1 and 2. They're now running 5th and 4th. So first is now 5th and second is now 4th. After several incidents, Cheshire and the team certainly wrong place, wrong time a couple of times, coming past blue flag cars that have wiggled on the curves and ended up making contact with them. They found themselves into the barrier and just been, as I say, on the receiving end of some horrendously bad luck early in the race. 4 seconds behind Boucher for 4th position. I'm sure neither of these teams are relishing the battle ahead. It's certainly not as much as we are, but 4 seconds is the difference. I do think that Ryan does hold a bit of pace over Christian. It'll be interesting to see how the Bouchers respond. Do they put Jan back in the car? Because Jan and Ryan, very closely matched as far as pace goes. So we'll see. And I'm not even sure. Well, we'll check. Let's have a look and see if we can get an accurate stint timer. Okay, so saying he's got 47 minutes left. I'm not sure 100% how accurate that is going to be. Okay, so yeah, so apparently the two of them have only just pitted. So 47 minutes for Ryan to make an impact on that 4-second gap, and he has got it down to 2.6. Oh, Sotskov as well, actually, just before we came live, they had a drive-through. I'm not sure if we clocked that at the start, but yeah, they have just served... Oh yes, we did, of course, the VDES car. Now yeah, so they did serve their drive-through, and Konjarevich has just come out behind the wheel for car number 2, so they've swapped drivers. They're still holding P2. Oh, the pit stop was recently, of course, and Sotskov served the drive-through, so that has taken a chunk of time out of there. And that's now down to 30 seconds for Boucher and Cheshire. As you can see, Cheshire making his way past the VIN car. He is hunting, and a Ferrari. That's the Italian stallion that he is, that is his prey. There will be Red Dead Redemption quotes, no doubt. Let's face it, we've all been hunting stallions in that game, trying to get ourselves the best horse. Yeah, how much can Christian giddy this bad boy along? Cheshire certainly, you would feel, has got the out-and-out advantage in a straight line, but this course, it definitely helps being fast in a straight line. The twisty stuff is certainly just as important. Out with Stavolo again, Ryan Cheshire with a slightly better exit than Boucher. The gap is closing. We are within... yeah, we are at a second and a half now through Blanchimont. Oh, Boucher bravely on that inside curb, kicks up a bit of sand, bit of dust. Doesn't throw Cheshire off. He fires into that final chicane. Let's get some front splitter action. That sun won't be helping either. That comes bouncing through the windscreen. Just suddenly appears to sear the eyeballs. As they're heading into the source, it's Boucher v Cheshire for fourth place. But I do get the feeling this is going to turn into a battle for third. Sotskov is losing time to both of these drivers at a fairly high rate. In fact, we'll get a look at the last 3 laps if we can. There we go. So yeah, you can see there the last 3 laps for Cheshire: 16.7, 17.1, 16.6. Boucher 18.1, 18.9, 17.4. Sotkov 19.8, 17.2, 17.0. So in fact, yes, Sotkov is quicker than Boucher at the moment, and only just slower than Cheshire. That definitely makes it an interesting one. There was another BMW falls by the blue flag wayside. Cheshire really is hunting into that gap now. As we head down into Puon once again. Oh, Boucher finds himself tight on that inside line, avoiding the Aston Martin. Ooh, then almost drifted over slightly. Cheshire has absolutely sailed back. That has taken a huge chunk out of the gap between the... Boucher is going to be looking in that rear view mirror. No, he's not, because he's got 2 blue flags to get past on the way out of Stavolo by the look of it. So going towards Blanchimont, we could see a 2 or 3 wide situation. And if we do, it might not even involve the overtake that is impending, or certainly the battle that is impending on the carbon fibre bottom lip of the front splitter towards Blanchimont on lap 262 for these drivers. And the Mustang in the slipstream against the Ferrari. It is not even the same. It's not even the same ball, not even the same sport. Never mind the same ballpark here. Closes in. There's a McLaren there as well, and yep, Cheshire trying to use as much slipstream right to the end. He finds that apex like an absolute assassin. He also finds the rear splitter of Christian Boucher's car. Boucher absolutely nailed his way through that last chicane, but Cheshire all over his rear spoiler. I can see a Lecumbe overtake here. Through the source we go. Good exit by the Ferrari though. Is that going to be enough to keep him ahead? We see a car in the pits there. Rayman and Ziemanninski in as well. We'll get a run down the rest of the field as well. We've got kind of sidetracked well after we went through the top 10 with the action. Right, here we go. We're on the Kemmel Straight. We're heading towards Lecumbe. Is the overtake coming, given the pace differential here? And the car completely stationary. Thankfully he didn't get the overtake done there. That would have been a yellow flag. Sends it up the inside on the brakes. Yeah. Cheshire not putting up too much. Boucher not wisely, I should say as well. Not putting up too much of a battle there. No point in putting up too much of a vigorous fight if it's going to just cost you yourself time overall as well. You've got to think of the long game. And yeah, Cheshire getting that nailed. Boucher now finds himself in 5th, and that is Cheshire unleashed. He's got 35 seconds of a difference to Sotskov, who is, as I say, maintaining pace. Oh, he's just done an 18.1 and then a 19.8. Wow. So his last 2 laps have not been great, in fact. Well, as more cars are coming into the pits, where is Cheshire now? Right, he's got a bit of time to make up, so Boucher is going to be closing. We've still got Cataldo out, car 155. They've made good progress in the race as well. De Smet is out in the 997. Tobias Kohler out in car number 17. Hopefully we can get some more liveries working. Jascha Vankel in the Porsche. They're up to 14th position overall, so good ascendancy through the ranks for them. Votek Jasinski, he's out in the BMW, just coming down through Bruxelles with a very keen blue flag behind them. Spangenberg in the 386 BMW, they're currently running in 16th. We've got Svetlakov, I almost fell over that one there, in 17th, with Octavian Robiu, the Lexus, down in 18th, with Justin Fritsch behind them, one of the Justice cars, car 98, they're in 19th. Tim Bierman just in the pits for a drive-through in the BMW 168. We'll see if Christoph Chonal, oh my goodness me, Chignaki in the number 40 in 21. Aidan Tan, the 667 car. He's back out behind the wheel in the Aston Martin. 22nd place there. Car 69, another one of the Porsches. Oh, there's a drive-through penalty just been handed out as well. 23rd. There's Welch in the Justice Team's Porsche. 24th place. 25th. We've still got Diaz running. Sullivan in the 999 Porsche for the Sim Seniors in 26th. There's Anatoly Krotov running at 27th, with Taylor in the Lexus for VIN in 28th. 29th is Matter for OLR. 39th position for him at the moment. Oscar Ochota, the 666 BMW, rounding out the top 30, and a lap up on Beck. I believe, is that one of the VIN cars? Absolutely not. It's most certainly not team. Can't actually see what that says. My apologies, team. Right, let's go. We're going in. Gratuitous use of free cam. Team Nuller Racing Esports, Christensen, Hansen and Beck. I thought we could go for a bit of... yeah, so Beck in 31st, Ciota in 32nd, Patel in 33rd with Brems and So rounding out the top 35. Got a little look at from here and then run through those cars. Does look very good indeed. Oh, it's Krotov, it's just an incident. Right, we'll get back to the run through in a moment. Let's just see What's going on here? Oh, it's the Kemmel State. They're looking very close as soon as they get on there. Oh, there's dipping and weaving. There's blue flags. There's brake lights. There is a fast closing car. That's... Oh, wow. Yeah, so two cars made a mistake. Both cars tried to avoid the contact, and that simply accentuated the contact, unfortunately. And that is a bit of damage. Non-factory fresh car out on track. Now, where did we get to? I believe... we got to Beck, as I say. The 71 Toyota out in the BMW in 32nd. Akash Patel, the 224 Ford Mustang in 33rd. We've got Dario Brenz out for car number 28 there in 34th, and rounding out the top 35, as I mentioned, Desmond So in the Aston Martin. Sergei Sergeyev in the 329 Lexus in 36th. Then it's Akos Boroks in 37th. Marat Lernik in 38th place in the 587 Beamer. Seb Harnett, 39th place, car 67 in the Aston Martin. Sachal, sorry, in 40th place. It's Daniel Grass in the 939 BMW, another very nice livery. Team Squid. Zukov in 42nd place, and Joe McLaren bringing up the rear. As I say, several laps down. I'm sure they have been disconnected and reconnected. They do currently hold, though, the fastest lap of the race with the 2:15.527. Oh wow, two cars ahead of them have been given drive-throughs. So that is Grass and Seicho. Ooh, he's run a bit deep there. So yeah, two drive-throughs down at the back of the grid. I thought I saw another one. No, sorry, so both of the drive-throughs, yeah, down at the back of the grid. Nothing affecting the race leader though, Project Loki. They've managed to keep their nose clean. A few hours. Heavily involved in battles for podium positions, and then, yeah, in the space of a few laps, inherited the lead of the race with everything going on. With everything going on around. Sorry, security warning coming through there. Right, okay. But yeah, so for Linsky and the team, yeah, they've had a solid race. Himself and Zach Webb. Very much hard work, determination and patience all paying off, and a bit of a gift horse as well to get them up in the lead, but they're making the absolute most of it. They've got about a minute over Konjurevic in second place. They've been running quick and consistent, and then of course Sotskov, who's just served that drive-through penalty not so long ago, has got Ryan Cheshire chasing them down, and Cheshire is definitely gaining time. So yeah, 34.1 as Boucher comes in. Right, okay, so that stint timer was incorrect. Right, so we will get the correct stint timers when the cars start coming out the pits again, so we'll get some clarity on that. Because Boucher, from what I can see, still had a fair bit of time left. I know that is him into the pits. A few others popping in as well. Vankel coming in from 22nd. Rob who's in... Sorry, Vankel in from 14th, my apologies. The Porsche in from 14th, Robu. Cheeky 10-second penalty to serve in the Lexus, but that's them in for what they will be hoping is their penultimate pit stop. Of course, an hour and a half left to go, so one more stop will see them to the end of the race. 65 minute stint timer. So they'll need to pop back in. Well, with about 20 minutes left to go. I wonder if any of the cars are going to get their next pit stop. Yeah, so some of these cars might actually only be on one stop to the end of the race, whereas some cars might have to do two. One very soon, and then one with between 5 and 15 minutes left, 20 minutes left of the race. Oh yeah, there could well still be big changes ahead. Konjarevic still in third and Sosgrove. So yeah, it's all about when these drivers now come into the pits. We'll get a very good idea of who is running where. Oh, Durschmidt having a bit of an issue out of the last chicane, it seems. Oh no, just not going quickly. Yeah, so Durschmidt in first gear. Yeah, that's an unfortunate one, and now just pulling over. Yeah, so obviously not able to get the gear running, but that looks like car 69. Definitely having an issue. Yeah, that's a strange one. Some kind of technical failure there. He's trying to get going again. We'll see if he does get going. That is 23. Yeah, no update in Discord. I thought I could maybe catch a wee update in Discord there, but nothing doing. They do look like they are. Well, he's at least getting out of first gear. There we go. Yeah, very strange one. Hopefully not too affected by it. Right, Ferlinski is still out, Konjarevic and Sotkov still out, Cheshire still out. It's Jan Boucher who's back out behind the wheel. He has come out in 6th position behind Klimzak, so that will swap when Klimzak comes into the pits. We'll see how close Jan can get to Cheshire when he comes out the so Klimzak flashing away at the car ahead of him trying to get past. Let's see Cheshire's laps. Yeah, I'm still smashing them in. 16.8, 18.2, 17.5. Followed up with an 18.0. Well, Sotkov consistently in the 17s. Well, the last two were 17s. On Konjarevic. 267 didn't go smoothly for him. What's Ferlinski lapping? Yeah, 17, 18, 19, all hovering around that area. Which are decent lap times given the track temperature. The tyres are going to be graining pretty heavily. Oh, a little touch of Netco through the corner there, but he is still running absolutely fine. Let us... Yeah, until we get the next line of pit stops to get an idea of who's doing what, where and when. Let's have a look around the field. And get a look at everyone out there. See how they're getting on. Just in case of bringing the car home now, don't do anything silly. Points and positions will still be available. Christensen, greetings from car number 628. Yes, we were just, I couldn't need the team name, so we actually jumped on and had a nice little look at your livery. Where... 628. Where in? Goodness me. Could not see it for looking. There we go. Yeah, very nice livery, very nice livery. How has the race gone for you so far? How do you feel you've done? 30th position at the moment. And what have we got ahead of us? Bit of a gap, I think. Oh, a minute, I mean, yeah. Quick turnaround in the pit stops, anything's possible. So yeah, hour 20 to go. Let's see what we've got going on. Up at the front for Linsky. Is still out. That's him about to exit Malmedy. Siani's coming to the pits from inside the top 10. Boucher is still closing in on Klimzak. He'll be the end of his stint soon for Linsky. As I say, that's him just coming down towards Pure. Now that's Speaker's Corner, or what is now Speaker's Corner. Oh, little bit of a wobble. Again, those graining tyres are going to keep the drivers on their toes. I wonder if we'll get to 16 degrees before the race ends. Give them a bit of sanity, at least potentially. We shall see. We shall see. But apparently I can't see. Glasses. There we go. Vanya. So Cadeny takes that position back as Siani is in the pits. A couple of cars running by. Of course, Cadeny took that massive contact in the rear. Doesn't look like we've got a penalty in for that as yet. The only outstanding penalties we've got car 767. Anatoly Krotov with a 15-second penalty. No penalties any further down the grid. Blades, hello. Good evening, T Blades. Welcome in. We are still racing, but we've had a lot of issues. PC problems during this, and overall we had a great fun race. Nice. Car 997. Right, I thought I recognised the name. 3-way battle for P11 for us after an early crash and drive-through. Nice, good comeback. Good comeback. Good things happen if you stay in, that is for sure. Let's see, 997 you say. That one. There we go. Oh yeah, nice BMW. Yeah, this is an interesting little group that's just outside the top 10. In fact, Cataldo, De Smet and Kohler. Only about 15 seconds separating them. Svetlikov as well, closing in on Vankel in 15th place, Spanberg in 17th. Only 5 seconds down on Svetlikov as well. So yeah, final pit stops are going to be absolutely all important. We'll see who can bring home the bacon. Verlinsky is heading down towards Puon once again. Still hasn't come into the pits. As I say, with the 65-minute stint timer, 13 minutes from now, if anyone can make it another 13 minutes, that's them got. They're only going to be in the pits. I planned once more before the end. Boucher we know is going to be in with about 14 minutes left to go, but I'd imagine that will just be a drive-through to clear the stint timer. Maybe a little splash and dash. Not 100% sure he'll change tyres. Just for that extra 14 minutes. I suppose that'll be a decision you would make sort of closer to the end of the stint, depending on how close you are to the cars around and how much you're going to lose in the pit stops compared to having that fresh rubber. Although now that I do the maths, I do think, yeah, you're not going to lose 30 seconds over 14 minutes, so changing tyres would be the B plan. Oh, and that's going to be PTSD for Cheshire. He tries to go past the blue flag and puts himself out onto the grass, but Cheshire does not receive contact this time. And he gets his way past. He's still trying to close in on Sokov. That gap now 20 seconds. He is absolutely closing in. Oh yes, this is going to be a very close podium battle come the end of the race. And these top 10 battles as well. It's still to be decided. Verlinsky is still leading the dance though, as once again, beautifully making his way through Lacombe, Pefpath and Malmedy and down the hill. He of course has got cars all around him with blue flags. Oh, very nicely out of the way. So yeah, 272 laps. Konjarevic in second. A phenomenal drive by them. Absolutely phenomenal drive by them. Started outside the top 50, which I've mentioned a couple of times now. But yeah, they really have made the most of this race. That Audi absolutely firing on all cylinders. Cheshire and Boucher chasing. Time is definitely running out for them, and let's see, yeah, Cheshire is, now where is he? So, through Speaker's Corner, and Cheshire, oh, it's actually not far ahead of him. Oh yeah, so Cheshire is really going to have to move if he's going to catch, yeah, Konjarevic is actually catching up behind him to put a lap up on Cheshire. So yeah, Konjarevic, I mean, he is definitely looking solid for a podium here. And he's certainly going to be giving the leader pause for thought. 1 minute. Oh yeah, no, 1 minute. Again, well, it depends on the pit strategy. It depends on the pit strategy, which I've got no idea about until we see the rest of the cars come in. Well, certainly Verlinsky can stay out for another 9 minutes. That is the magic marker. Ooh, bit of a wiggle there. Nope, all fine and well. We're up to 11 degrees. So it's still graining on the tyres. And that is definitely going to be graining on the drivers as well. Jan Boucher goes past OLR. Oh, and why is it doing that? There we go, it's Konjarevic managing more traffic. So yeah, we'll watch around the field. In fact, no, we'll watch Van Kull in 16th place. He is getting very close indeed to Svetlikov. In fact, he's been following Svetlikov for quite some time now. And still a second between them, so Svetlikov getting the McLaren exactly where he needs to, but Van Kull in the arguably slower car on a straight line is still more than keeping up lap on lap, so Svetlikov is going to have to be absolutely on the ball, especially with the traffic coming through. That's second place not long gone through. So they're going to have Cheshire in the team coming at them very, very shortly as well. And yeah, that indeed is a whole different level of pressure. But yeah, just keeping it nice and neat just now. There is Ferlinski. He is still out, so gunning towards one more stop. Konjarevic is a fair bit down in the lap. Sotkov is just coming at the end of his lap, so if he see if he does come in at the end of this one for VDES. Yeah, another team, or one of the few teams, got two cars in the top 10, so it's been a good race overall. 66 started, we've got 43 left in, so a third of the cars not making it to this stage in the race. So we'll have two cars still in the top 10. That is a decent showing to say the least, especially with the constant blue flag parade going on around them. Keeping it tight in that Lexus, but does stay out. And where is Cheshire? Yep, he's staying out as well. So another 6 minutes to hold out. Where is Jan? Jan still in 6th position. Bit of a glitch on lap 271 there, a 220.332. He's been 18s either side of that. It needs to be in the low 18s if he's going to make an impression on this top 5, certainly at the moment. With the pace that Cheshire's got, when he comes back out of the pits, he is still going to be a fair clip ahead of Boucher. There's Cadenu coming in. Oh, and that is agonisingly close. So they're going to have, well, they'll do a drive-through with 6 minutes left to go. So they'll fuel to the end and put on a set of tyres, and then they'll just do a drive-through with less than 6 minutes to go, and that will clear their stint time. That, whoa, a bit of a wiggle from Brems there as he went past, but he does keep it nailed. Yep, confirmed he is through. 27th place looks like something's going on there, yeah. It is Sullivan and Krotov. Krotov's got a 15-second penalty, but he has got Sullivan all over his rear spoiler at the minute. As we jump on the front splitter of the Porsche, you can see just how close he's getting, although we can see just how down on acceleration the Porsche is compared to the McLaren. Absolutely destroyed them out of that corner there. Although that does look like the back of an Audi. Is that in fact second place and Krotov? Oh yes it is. So Krotov is actually the front of the two cars there. The car directly ahead is having all the wiggles. That is second place. Well, that's a lot of tyre squeal there for Sullivan. As I say, the graining at these temperatures on the tyre is going to be absolutely have an effect even after the yeah, 30 minutes, 40 minutes into a stint, you're definitely going to be feeling it. Towards Blanchimont would go. Oh, he's had to dip the brakes. Oh, that is an interesting battle that's going on there. I'm not sure the blue flags Yeah, the blue flags are furiously waving at the moment. And yeah, there we go, the Audi has gone through. Oh, and they've made contact on the exit. Full flashing lights. Yeah, flashing lights from both cars. Well, it looked like he was going to go for it up the inside. He has gone for it up the inside, and he's retaking the position. Or sorry, retaking track position. Because that is a blue flag. This is playing right into the hands of the Porsche. Christian Sullivan cannot believe his luck right now. He's in the slower of the two cars, although they are going to get slipstream along the straight, so that might just end up pulling them further away. But certainly, Krotov, let's see, 23, 20, 22. Definitely not got the pace of the car that's trying to go past him. But at the moment, he is still ahead, and that is still bringing Sullivan in. That slipstream bonus along that Kemmel straight, not doing Krotov as much good as he would have liked. I think he's got that 15-second penalty, so he's going to lose the position to Sullivan anyway through the next pit stop. But certainly still got second place, absolutely breathing down his neck. Ferlinski has managed to stay out. So the end of this lap, he will be very close to the 65-minute mark, so that is perfect timing for them. Konjarevic is going to be in a similar boat by the look of it. Sotskov. Now, this is make or break. Oh no, oh yeah, because they were in for a drive-through just as I took over. They might need to come in now, which means they'll have to do a drive-through with 2 minutes left to go. No, they're staying out. So they are going to get that all-important lap into the 1:05, into the final stint timer. Yeah, so that does put Boucher at a huge disadvantage. With 24 minutes, like I say, with 20, they've got another pit stop to take before the clock reaches 24 minutes. But yeah, it's been some comeback anyway. But yeah, it does look like top 5 might be their best. If they can get up to Klimzak. In fact, now Klimzak might need to pit before the hour and 5. So if Klimzak comes in on this lap, it means they're going to be very close. They're going to have one more pit stop to take as well. That is going to be Boucher's only saving grace at the moment, I think. Where is Cheshire? He's already on the Kemmel straight, so he is shot past. And Ferlinski, he's coming to the end of this lap. By the time he comes out, it's going to be less than 65 to go. And there's Konjarevic still out as well. Let's see what Klimzak does. Final chicane, and yep, going for that one more lap. Right, going to manage at least one more lap. So they've got their stint timer absolutely dialed in. Seven. Yes. I don't think that is in the spirit of the blue flag. To come back like that at a blue flag car, it's certainly. Yeah, and again as well, if we look at the lap times of both cars, Krotov is significantly slower. Definitely a fair percentage point or two down. So yeah, not the cleverest of moves, because that is, I do think that is going to be another penalty. They've already got 15 seconds on their shoulder, and in fact Welsh, I didn't even notice that there. Welsh has picked up a drive-through. So that's the Justice team. They've received a drive-through, so they're serving that now. Rui Diaz. That's going to close the gap, but it's not going to get him an overtake. Krotov still 26, and Sullivan now 4 seconds down. And Ferlinski, there we go, an hour and 5 left to go, and he's still out with a pit stop to take. That has worked out well. Sotskov is still out as well. Oh, and that is a bit of a bounce there from the OLR Porsche, but Alexis safely making it around the outside. Cheshire now within 17 seconds. Oh, and he's done. He did it. lap 275 and 274 were exactly the same time. 2 minutes 17.160. Yep, I have to agree with that as well. I know we should really stay impartial, but to finish first, you must first finish. So yeah, every decision you make should be towards getting the car to the end of the race as quickly as possible, and that didn't seem like the best of strategies, I'm going to be honest. Thoughts on car 67? Now that car number rings a bell. That would be Seb Harnett in the Aston Martin. So, Monkey Moon, anything in particular? I mean, they are still in the race, they're a few laps down, but they are, yeah, most definitely still in the race. Has there been an issue, or? Oh, right, okay. Oh, stop go 22nd for causing a collision, Zhukov. Yeah, that's grass, but yeah, Zhukov picking up a stop go 20. Tell you what, Joe McLaren and the team might still get a position back yet. Yeah, stop go 20, that is going to be a kick in the times. In a long time. But yeah, car 67, there's nothing off the top of my head that I've seen, unfortunately. But yeah, hopefully the stewards' decisions have helped cool their jets a bit. There's Verlinski into the pits. Sotskov is coming as well. Cheshire's gone past. So Cheshire is still out. And he has got himself past Sotskov, who is stationary. Verlinski is stationary as well, so this is Cheshire's chance to get a lap back on the race leaders. So yeah, that's him on 277 for Linsky. Cheshire's on 278 for Linsky is on lap 279. With 278 being completed, of course. Klimzak as well, let's see, still out. Although just coming to the final chicane now. And in they come. Nicely done. Yeah, so a lot of these teams have managed to get these stint timers absolutely perfect. So that's then come in now. Where is Boucher, who's again still has a pit stop to take to clear a stint timer? And it's going to be close. I think Klimzak. Oh, he's almost clipped the wall there. Yeah, Boucher's definitely going to get past him. So Boucher is going to get back past Piazza, might catch up as well, car 84. May well still have a surprise for some of the other cars ahead of them. We'll see. There is Konjurevic. Did they stay out? I believe they did. Let's see. Cheshire comes into the pits. Konjurevic into the pits. Let's see where Sotskov is. Klimzak is still stationary. That is Boucher gone past. He's already on the Kemmel straight. Piazza has stayed out as well. Cheshire rolling into the pits for Linsky now. 16 down on Konjurevic. So they have got a pit stop to take. What do the colours indicate on the lap times by the driver's name? So green is if it is an improvement on their personal best. Yellow is if it's slower than their personal best. And purple is if it is the fastest lap of the race. And if it's red, it means the lap was invalidated for some reason. It would appear this one is invalidated, or is classed as an invalid lap time because it involved a pit stop, a lengthy one, to be fair. But generally, if you violate track limits, like we've got Marat Lirnik there, you can see there the 2:29. So an off-track excursion broke the track limits, so it was a non-valid lap. Aidan Tan just into the final chicane, all over the back of Tsuzdaki in the BMW. So yeah, interesting little battle going on here just outside the top 10. Aidan Tan in the 667 pulls that one nicely into the Source Apex. The Lexus ahead of him, the BMW ahead of him. It's going to have some decent straight legs, flashing the lights to try and distract him as Durschmidt, Matter and Beck all coming into the pits. We'll recheck the running order up at the top. Oh, Ryan Cheshire with the yellow flag. Oh no, because he's exiting the pits. Well, so he's exiting the pits just as these cars are catching up. And you can see the pace difference there between exiting the pits and actually taking the corner at full speed. BMW closes in, so that's 41st place. He's come back out ahead of on track, and he is back out in 4th place and 16 seconds ahead of Boucher. Yeah, so very good job done by Cheshire and the team in that previous stint there. I've got it absolutely nailed on. We'll see when Konjurevic comes into the pits, unless I missed something. Have they just been in and are actually legitimately leading? That would be an incredible turnaround. I feel like I'm missing something here. Oh yeah, no, they've got 4 minutes left, right. That makes sense. Yeah, they came in just at the start of my stint here, and they have got a pit stop to take within the next 4 minutes. But that's certainly eaten into the last hour and a half quite substantially, so they are going to have some nice fresh tyres come the end of the race. Sotskov is now the intended prey for Cheshire. It was a Ferrari that Cheshire was chasing down. It is now the VDES Lexus of Sotskov. This is a straight shootout for a podium position. These two on similar straight strategies, in as much as they're both now running. They'll certainly be hoping, of course, to the end of the race. Boucher is 17 seconds down on this battle with a pit stop to take. So Piazza might actually be in the hunt for 5th position, with Bania looking to pile on the pressure as well. Svetlikov just peeling into the pits. Swattle in the 23, getting a stop go 32nd. Svetlikov exiting the pits. Aidan Tan exiting 21st position. He's got himself up to 20th, so Tan has made that move. We're going to see a counter move though. I tell you, he's got all the slips in there. That is Cheshire and the VDS car behind him. He's going for up the inside. Tan just holds his line very nicely indeed in the battle for overall 3rd place. Is crept right up onto the back of this one. Is this going to have any effect? Using the traffic. It's absolutely a skill set. There's one of the cars, yeah, getting right out of the way. Doesn't fancy being a kingmaker today. Let the podium battle through. Oh, and then, yeah, run your own race. And there is Konjurevic in. Again, that'll be their planned final pit stop. They're going to come back out in 2nd place, and they've still got a decent gap. Yeah, lap up on these two that we're watching, so 1st and 2nd just need to bring it home now. Any major mistakes or drive-throughs for track limits are going to see issues. Who's that ahead of them? That is 667 that we were just on board with. The Lexus, you think, would have the advantage here, but the Mustang absolutely galloping along. They're almost side by side. Oh, the Aston Martin just changing direction on the indicators there. Yeah, there we go. They're staying over to the left-hand side. Cheshire trying to find room to potentially make a move. Opened it up enough. Is he going to get the cutback on the exit? That's certainly what he's aiming for. And he's got a good launch out of that final corner. It's going to be a straight run, which is going to see the Mustang carrying a whole lot of momentum. Bit of a wiggle there from Sotkov. Trying to send him the dummy. He's going to have a look around the outside. No cutback here because they're too close, but they're still close enough for him to enjoy that slipstream along the Kemmel Straight, and that's exactly going to be the plan. Konjurevic in the pit, so he will... Oh, the VDS car's hit the curb over Eau Rouge Radion, and that is... Oh, he's only just managed to hold on to it. How has he managed to keep so much pace? That Lexus is mighty in a straight line, but the Mustang is mightier when it's carried correctly, and that's exactly what Cheshire's done. Not quite close enough in the braking zone there. Bit of a moment for Sotskov, and that has given Cheshire, I'd imagine, a much quicker and easier overtake than he thought he was going to be in for there. Good solid move. He's got almost 2 minutes to make up to Konjurevic, so I think that is going to be the highest position we can see again, unless we see something incredible up at the top front of the grid with 53 left to go. Viekhout is back out behind the car. They've made up over 50 places so far in the race, and Viekhout looks like he is going to be bringing this one home. Let's see where Jan Boucher is now. He is 18 seconds behind. Can he catch Sotskov before the end? I mean, even if he does, he's got that pit stop. Max Pfluger back out behind the 386 BMW. Balawander's out in the Lexus. Who else do we have? Vrad is out as well, and we have Dismukes out behind the 999 Porsche. They were involved in a battle just before the pit stops, and we've got another one that's brewing this time with Novachuk in the 7.6. So it's still the 767 that the Porsche is chasing. It's just a different one this time. Oh, and that is some brave. No wonder it's called Puon. There will certainly be something on the track after some cornering like that. I'm not sure who'd be more scared, the drivers or the engineers. That was bold. Dismukas. Oh, he's actually behind Novachuk. There we go. So it's Novachuk as well that's involved in this little battle. It's not Novice, my apologies. Yeah, Novachuk. So they do have actually swapped positions. It just wasn't fully on the screen. But Dismuk is back behind Novachuk. So they did swap positions. They've swapped straight back again. Another penalty's just come in as well. That's Beimer in the 224. Picked up a drive-through. Oh, and this car 9 got a drive-through for track limits. That's an in-game penalty. And it's Castagnoli up in the top 10. Right, okay, yeah, lucky for him, he does have a big gap behind him. 38 seconds behind the Vanek. So that'll be a Vanek breathing a slight sigh of relief. Jan Boucher, 20 seconds down on Sotskov. So yeah, it's a tall order, that one. To turn around the pit stop and 20 seconds is going to be an absolutely gargantuan task. Sotskov still trying to find his way past Cheshire. Is it better to be the hunter or the hunted in this position? Does he just follow Cheshire until the last 10 minutes, then try and get an overtake? Although Cheshire not keen to be followed. That gap 1.4 seconds. Wow. Yeah, Cheshire is pulling away. It'll be interesting to see how close he can get to Viekhout. Can confirm the gap between them, 1 minute 14 seconds. Sorry, not 1 minute 14 seconds, 1 minute 35 seconds. So just over a lap behind. He was 2 down, so yeah, it's some comeback. And Ferlinski started the race looking to bring this one home. There's Ferlinski. There's Ferlinski. Been a very good race for them. Bringing home the race win in round number 1. Always, always, always nice. Twofold, lays down the marker. Does put a bit of a target on your back for round number 2. You suddenly become, well, yeah, you're the winners of race 1. You're top of the table going into round number 2. So they're going to be the ones to watch. Bathurst next, I believe. Oh ho, that should be fun. Hopefully we get another nice big grid like we've got today. Remember, if you do want to get signed up, ACM offers some absolutely incredible racing opportunities, so make sure you get yourself signed up and involved. A lot of the leagues covered as well, and in fact, with 48 minutes to go, a quick reminder of what ACM have got on offer.
Welcome to ACC Career Mode by ACM Racing. ACC Career Mode is back and better than ever, with a 3-month-long series containing over 50 races with mixed formats and challenges. Team up with friends to manage your finances, car performance and sponsor contracts, or go solo and manage your favourite car across the whole season, utilising the daily, weekly and monthly challenges to add some spice to your online racing. The best thing? You decide your career, with 7 different paths to choose from. Minimum effort is no effort. ACC Career Mode Quarter 1 contains 5 races a week, all stewarded and commentated live with a range of formats from 4 to 12 hour endurance races to 25-minute sprints. The full race calendar is available at acm-racing.com, with individual race sign-up taking place on SimGrid. Only available on Assetto Corsa Competizione PC European-based league.
Yeah, there you go. Get yourself involved. All the ACC racing you could shake a very large stick at. So yeah, as I say, get yourself over there, get yourself involved, get onto the Discord as well. Just checking. There we go. 49 is possible, problems traffic. Right, okay. Sorry, yeah, just checking on the Discord as well. A couple of cars having technical issues and things that we saw on stream. All seem to be running. Joe's saying that a 14.9 he reckons is possible. We'll see if they can nail it. Oh, sorry, Blades. Remind me again which car number you're in. Oh, Vankel just bouncing his way out of the pits with another car going past. They do both survive it nicely, though. Alright, yep, Castagnoli. You're 997. Yes, there, Desmet. Sorry, you did say that already. My apologies. Yes. There we go. So many drivers' names to keep up with. Yeah, and they've just served a drive-through, I believe. Yes, they have. They have just served a drive-through for track limits. How are you for track limits on the car so far? I know it's very easy to pick up penalties around here. We do see a lot of cars picking up drive-throughs. Although so far we've only had one in the top 10, and it is actually Castagnoli. So the rest of the top 10, I wonder how many strikes they're on with 45 minutes left to go. Any of the particular drivers in any of the teams, I wonder whose name is Mud, because they've picked up a couple of warnings and passed it on to somebody else. Oh, you guys are on a final warning and they've just cleared theirs. Right, okay. Yeah, so going to need to keep it clean for the final 45. And saying that though, yeah, with about 40 minutes left to go, that shortens your final stint by 20 minutes, so you can really push the tyres, which would obviously be the main benefit to getting yourself a pit stop this late. So that has worked out pretty well. Absolutely throwing it over the curbs there in the Porsche. The car we can see in the background there is Wieghout, sorry. Still running in second place, absolutely solidly as well. Cheshire is running exactly the same pace as them, no difference in the gap between them. Boucher. They've come in and taken their pit stop, right, okay. It's Julia Boucher that's out. My apologies. I saw the J and assumed Jan. It's not. My apologies. It is Julia Boucher that is out behind the wheel. Right, so it'll be Julia that's coming into the pits to take that final stop then. Again, we'll see what they decide to do. But at the moment, 30 seconds down on Sotskov. He's 4.5 seconds down now. Ooh. On Ryan Cheshire. What a comeback drive it's been for Cheshire and the team. Started in first. Ended up way down the field and are now running in third place. Going to bring home a podium. Although a big shout out to Joe McLaren and the team as well. They've had a rough race, a couple of disconnects as well for himself, Carvalho, Daz and El Kamla. Still out and running though, and still holders of the fastest lap of the race. There is Joe there. Oh, car ahead of him picking up another stop, go 30-second penalty. Is McLaren going to see himself pick up a miracle position? So we'll see if there's any more positions on the car. It'd be quite the feat if they do get themselves on a spot, although... Oh, they've just had an incident. Let's see. Maybe pushing... Ooh, he's right over the line there. He is really pushing for this 14.9. Exit Stavolo. I mean, that certainly looked like a teleport to the pits. Oh. Wow. Right over the track limits there. Comes in at the final chicane. Oh no, maybe they just drive into the pits. My apologies. Oh no, no, they did have a teleport back to the pits, so they made it out in the last corner. But then had some kind of incident, which for some reason hasn't popped up on our incident list, I'm afraid. So no idea what's happened to them, but that is them back into the pits. With 41 left to go. That's absolutely brutal. Yeah, but it's been a mega tough race for them, to say the absolute least. Yeah, and someone asking a question in the chat about the... yeah, for anyone that's watching that is wondering, if you are coming into the pits to serve a drive-through or a stop-go, that won't clear your stint timer. But if you do a drive-through through the pit stops while not under penalty, that will clear your stint timer. So yeah, I do think we'll see a couple of teams that have got to pit with about 5 to 15 minutes left. They're only going to do drive-throughs on their final pit stop. And just nurse the tyres for the extra 5 to 14 minutes rather than losing 30 seconds. Being stationary to swap the tyres, because of course you're not going to lose 30 minutes out, 30 seconds out on track in 5 to 14 minutes. You're going to lose maximum about 18 seconds out on track. So yeah, 12 seconds better off at that stage to just do a drive-through and suffer the tyres, really. Wegenhaupt, within a minute of the race leaders, they're certainly keeping Ferlinski and the team honest. He's just done a 2:16.5. In fact, 2 of his laps in the last 2 have been 16.5, so we've got a 17.7. Whereas Ferlinski is comfortably in the 18s. So not enough laps left, but at the moment, if there was another 30 minutes or so in the race, Wegenhaupt absolutely on for the race win. I'm very quickly going to top up my water. Make sure if you are watching, do stay hydrated. Even a few star jumps now and again, especially for the drivers if you're doing stints. But yeah, bear with me a moment. And yes, back in a moment. There we go, continued coverage then of the race. We've got 34 minutes left to go. Still 42 out on track. Some to and fro, and again, hopefully the questions about the drive-thrus have been checked as well. Are you made? Oh no, my apologies. No, I just had to go and quickly top up my my juice. We've got the 115, the pit sequence. Let's go. Nice. Indeed, yeah, absolutely. Around Spa. Oh, Boucher's picked up a drive-through. Dad's picked up one as well, but that is Jan Boucher, or Julia Boucher, sorry. I keep seeing the Jane just jumping on Jan's name. My apologies, Julia. I've commentated on Jan Racing quite a few times, so it is force of habit. But yeah, another track limit violation for car 310, and that's going to be another trip into the pits on top of the stop that we've still got to make. That is going to give Piazza in the 84. Yeah, 5th position back, not even just a straight shot at it. They are going to be gifted it back. Marty Fox is back out behind the wheel of the car, and he's once again racing Vorbush. Great battles we've seen between these two in the opening of the race, and it's Marty Fox back out behind the wheel, looking to continue that and get himself further into the top 15, 12th place. Up for grabs at the moment. Oh, and that is a nice move by the Porsche. Gets that done up the inside of turn number 1, but we will get back to this one. Here we go. Well, yeah, a couple of cars coming into the pits. That's OLR now separating for Bush and Fox. So we'll see him navigate his way past there. Both drive-thrus being served then. Boucher and Rad both in. Oh, over we go. Now, is he going to be able to slingshot past the Porsche here? You would think. The might of the BMW, he should be able to. Yep, he's going to get this one done. That has given Vorbush, though, an extra half a second. Play with for the next 30 minutes. We'll see if he can fend that off. Bania is not who I was looking for, sorry. It was Piazza. Confirmed then, that is car 84. They're back up to 5th. Boucher serves that penalty, and in fact comes out behind Bania as well. There we go, confirmation there on screen. The Heart of Racing team. I'm sure that's Heart of Racing. Yeah, they're up to 6th position. So all changed there, late drive-thrus, and we've heard from at least one of the teams that potential drive-through still to come as they're on their final track warning, so we'll see what goes on. Here comes Vanek for VDES. Got a good gap to the battle going on behind Vorbush, now catching up to Cataldo in fact. Oh, so this is a three-way battle for 11th position. And it's going to put them all battling in the top 10 because Vanek is in the pits. Haha, more changes, ahoy. Yeah, Vanek is going to overtake. Oh no, it was Castagnoli. Are they an extra lap down? We'll see. Well, yeah, the race leaders have just crossed the line as well. Right, okay, no, Vanek is safe, I think. Oh yeah, because Castagnoli's... Yep, no, they're fully spread out. So yeah, that's just getting a lap back. So Cataldo, Vorbush, and Marty Fox getting a lap back on Vanek, but that's it. Fox at 1.8 seconds. He was looking very promising to get that overtake done, but Vorbush has shed his advances and now fully concentrated on Cataldo ahead of him as they head along the Kemmel Straight. What is Verbush now? Lap 288. Vanek still in the pits. GGT Verstappen, let's go 997. That is Matty Fox, who we were just watching, in fact. He's trying to catch up to Verbush at the moment. We'll see how quickly he can get the tyres into the window. 30 to go, 14-degree track temperature, so it is getting back towards the warmer side for the drivers. Still be a bit of graining for them to deal with. There's a lot less graining for the drivers that managed those later pit stops. Oh, and that is a beleaguered BMW, to say the least. Oh, and it looks like there's been a succession. Oh yeah, succession of incidents. Maybe even going as far back as there. Let's see once we get the live shots back again. If we can catch the initial incident. Oh yeah, absolutely all over the place. Right, so I think this is where it went wrong for them. So this is down towards Puon. Speaker's Corner looked good. Oh, and just on those curves, we've seen a couple of cars do that so far. And that explains the damage. And there we go, it was cumulative from there, so that's a Chota back into the pits. Verbush is within a second of Cataldo ahead. It's Mustang v McLaren. And it's for 11th position, well, less than half an hour to go, 11 and a half hours of racing. And these two only half a second apart. It does look like Verbush is the quicker of the two. Certainly the lap times would certainly suggest so. So yeah, this is an interesting little battle here. Let's get some McLaren. Front splitter cam. Better sunlight for the drivers as well at the moment. It was just peeking over the clouds, the morning sun. Oh, and he's really pushing over the back, as I said. Verbush definitely looking the quicker out with these two drivers. Cataldo is going to do well to hang on to this position if these pictures are anything to go by. Oh, and Cheshire. There's Boucher back in the pits. Cheshire has just got the overtake done. On Sotskov. Him and Sotskov are having a battle. How has this happened? Cheshire was miles ahead. 2:33.5. What is going on there? Cheshire 3:43. A litany of incidents. So let's have a look and see. So this would be the first one, right? So he's coming up on a packet. Oh my goodness me! Wow! In the 5 hours of coverage, that is the third time we've seen such an incident. Oh, I think this is a replay of said incident, so we want to go up to that one there at 11:32 next. Yeah, so completely out of Cheshire's control there. A little bit of rubber banding from the Aston Martin. And then the tyres just oh my word. Oh, so that's Cheshire trying to get running again. Absolutely flopping all over the track. Does get it back on, and there's the VDES car going round the outside. So this is where Sotskov got back involved. And these two, in fact, make contact. Oh, and the Lexus of the tank slapper as well. There was more going on after that, so that's 11:32. Let's see what's happening. Oh no, my apologies. It's double tagged the same incident. It maybe does continue on, so yeah, a bit of door banging there. The Lexus, it looks like he's trying to show Cheshire wide. He ends up having a tank slapper on the exit. Another slight contact there. On the way out of campus, they managed to avoid the contact. These are the live pictures. We're now back up the exact same corners. There was one more listed. So yeah, these are just moving slightly further along. So door bang here. Lexus almost loses it. Cheshire moves back over to take as much room as he can on the way through. They go side by side on the way out of campus and then in through Stavelot. They'll have another bit of a door bang there and both end up off track. The back marker behind them decides no more of that, please, thank you very much, and makes their way into the pits. But that is Cheshire. Yeah, just if it wasn't for bad luck, they wouldn't have any luck at all in this race. If we're being brutally honest, that is absolutely savage. They've lost 16 seconds, 17 seconds in that one lap, and I've now got a huge headache, and that's a lot of time to lose. They were lapping the same time as Viekout as well, so we're not making any impressions, but we're certainly keeping Viekout and the team ahead on notice that they were lurking. While all that's been going on, can confirm that Cataldo has been overtaken by Verbush. The 17 sailing past the Mustang. Well, that overtake's gone on. Marty Fox has caught right up to the back of this as well. He is now within 0.6 of a second. Oh, Cheshire's just picked up a 5-second penalty. Just to keep it even more interesting towards the end, he's picked up a 5-second penalty, so Sotkov now in an entirely different thought process as far as this overtake goes. I need to get a sturdier table. Yeah, he's only half a second behind, and the driver ahead's got a 5-second penalty. That's gifting him second place at the moment if he can stay within that 5 seconds. Now, if you're not going to catch second place, do you, as a bird in the hand worth two in the bush, do you then try and get the overtake on Cheshire on track, or do you just keep it as close as possible and take the position via the penalty at the end? I mean, Cheshire is going to be absolutely booting it until the end of the race. Yeah, so Cheshire, sorry, just checking his lap time, 2:17.8, 18.5. Well, the pace Cheshire's got at the moment, he can get that gap back out to 5 seconds. So Sotskov needs to really be on point here. Ferlinski still comfortably leading the way. The gap, though, is down to 50 seconds, so Viekout is making an impression on that. It's only been 11 seconds in the last 20 minutes, but if you can do that, that'll get the gap down to close to 30 seconds, which is going to be some comeback. But at the moment, Ferlinski absolutely dialed in. I did see the Boucher car come in for their final pit stop. Oh, and that's a big wiggle there we saw from Ferlinski. It was a full service pit stop, so the team decided to keep it nice and safe, get a fresh set of tyres on, and keep it as solid as possible to the end. Ferlinski, yeah, he was pushing a bit there. The back of the car certainly trying to give up on him. He's managed to reel it back into place, but he definitely doesn't want to do that too often. Cataldo and Verbush, they're still a second apart. Cataldo is going to have to go some, given the pace that Verbush has shown. He really is going to have to go some. And of course the fend off Marty Fox behind them. Fox got to within 6/10, that gap now back out to 1.8. So Cataldo has gathered himself a bit, and he is keeping. He's managed to keep Fox at bay, but not quite hanging on to Verbush. Oh, now Senatore Vincenzo has picked up a penalty. So that is a 10-second penalty. That shouldn't make any difference behind, but yeah, they've just picked up a penalty there. We've got a few. Aidan Tan's got 15 seconds. DeBass has got 5 seconds as well. There's Boimer just coming out of the pits. None of the drivers down at the back of the field picking up a penalty, has McLaren still with the fastest lap, 2:15.267. 5:45. Wow, that's a long pit stop. Almost 3 minutes stationary. Wow. There is Marty Fox still, and let's keep an eye on Ferlinski also. Keeping the car nice and neat in Sotskov at the moment. He is definitely getting the job done. He has completed another lap and he's kept it within a second of Cheshire. 17.8 for Cheshire, 17.6, although it was an invalid lap for Sotskov, so he may have picked up a track warning on that previous lap. So yeah, maybe looking to expend a couple of speed tokens at the end to try and catch up with Cheshire, but you don't want to do that too often. Those speed tokens will not provide a decent return on investment if you end up getting that drive-through. And of course, if you get yourself a drive-through, you then also risk a stop-go or another drive-through for breaching the track limits, or breaching the speed limits in the pits. You'd be amazed how easy it is for the drivers to do that. We've already seen a couple of stop-go 30s for it in the race in the opening 2.5-3 hours that we had on screen. Oh, and that is another speed token used there by Sotskov. Now this lap I think is going to be slower than most. He's going to have had a fairly sizable lift there to avoid the ire of the in-game stewards. We'll see what his lap time is like. That is, there's Senatore coming into the pits with that 10 seconds to shave off. Yeah, that Senatore pit stop is not going to change any of the positions there. Cheshire was about half a second quicker on that previous lap there, but it hasn't. But clearly, yep, not enough to shake off the advances of Sotskov at the moment. There is Julia Boucher. Oh, now, I've said that, sorry. Julia has gone past Senatore. Oh, yeah, of course, yeah, the way the pit stops are ironing out. Yes, the 166 did have another pit stop to take, so that is Boucher. And now back past that 10-second penalty will certainly be helpful. Holding on that spot. Oh, there is the battle still brewing with Cataldo and for Bush. So for Bush not getting the breakaway that I thought he might. He's been reeled back into within 6 tenths, and Matty Fox is back watching this battle as well. That's car 9 picking up a penalty. Castagnoli picking up another 5 seconds. So that's a 10-second penalty for car number 9, the Vanek of the 847 Lexus ahead. For Bush and for Bush. Oh yeah, Castagnoli is a fair bit ahead of for Bush. So that 10 seconds isn't going to make a difference there. Senatore is back at the pits, 30 seconds behind. Definitely not 30 seconds behind. It's Castagnoli, although... Oh yeah, there's a blue flag BMW in there as well. So that was the 2 cars that were close together, but Cataldo still within half a second. It's going to be a grandstand finish between these 3. Yeah, check that. Yeah, actually, someone mentioned that in Discord there. Full credit to the stewards. 340 incidents they've had to get themselves through. So yeah, it's been a busy 12 hours. Oh, as I look away, we've got one of the cars we were just watching. Cataldo round the wrong way. It would happen just as I look away. Let's see what the replay has to say. That was borderline poetic. So coming into the final chicane. Blue flag BMW. So that's an overtake for Fox. That's him up a position. Cataldo now finds himself down a spot. The camera not wanting to show him for some reason. There he is there. So that puts him now a second and a half behind Matty Fox, who's now 3 down on Verbush after having to take avoiding action from the cars making contact. But yeah, that's Fox then up to 12th place. So this battle absolutely raging on. Sotkov again, he is still in a battle to try and take second place, and all he needs to do is stay within 5 seconds of Cheshire, which at the moment he is doing, although 2 of his last 3 laps have been invalid due to track limit breaches, and the one where he ran wide on the exit to Stavolo doesn't look like he slowed up too much. It was still a 2:17.7. He's just done an 18:005. Cheshire 18:007, so only 2 thousandths separating them as per the lap time. So yes, Sotkov really is getting the job done. I tell you, Vekhout, I did predict he would get close to 30 seconds away from the car ahead, and that's exactly what he's going to do. Just mind-blowing for them to have started outside the top 50. And yeah, another 30 minutes of this race. Absolutely beyond for a race win. Very consistently in the 17s. Perlinski definitely a drop off in his pace. 18.6, 2 minute 20.0 and 19.3. So yeah, he's lost 4 seconds in the last 3 laps alone to Vekhout. So Vekhout absolutely flying in that Audi. It's quite the car to drive as well. It's no mean feat getting this thing to the end of a 12-hour race at Spa, but they are doing it beyond spectacularly at the moment. Beyond spectacularly. Yeah, no matter what happened in the race, they were definitely always going to be contenders for the podium. I think even if Cheshire's 343 car and Bashir's 310 cars didn't have the incidents they had early on, I still think Vekhout would be absolutely in the running. Yep, a little bit of a wiggle on the traction control there, just to keep the car in check. Boom, pops it back down again along the straight. Yeah, in-car, in-lap changes, that's something that I can't quite get my head around yet, which is why I hide behind the microphone while far more talented drivers make their way out on track. Vekhout once again just taking chunk after chunk out with the gap that he's got ahead. 300 laps reached and breached. And it is Verlinski in car 965 leading the way. They've got 10 minutes to bring this one home. 10 minutes and a 44-second gap over Vekhout. Cheshire in third, Sotskov currently in fourth, but still within a second of Cheshire. That 5-second penalty is going to see Cheshire and the team bumped down to fourth. Bania in fifth, Piazza in sixth, with Boucher in seventh and Venatore in eighth place. Vanek in ninth, Castagnoli in 10th with that 10-second penalty. He is a lap up though on Verbush, Fox and Cataldo, the drivers behind them. The battle between them certainly seems to have settled itself since that contact. There's now 5 seconds separating all three of these cars. We'll see if anyone can get close enough to try and battle out for any positions in the closing stages. It might be a bit much of an ask though. There's Rad coming in. I did say we were going to see a couple of cars coming in right at the end for pit stops. And that is Nils Rad. Yeah, a basic splash and dash there. 8 seconds. Stationary for Rad. So yeah, going to double stint in air quotes the tyres the next 9 minutes. Shouldn't be too difficult. Let's go with that. Yeah, car 155. Yeah, but definitely an unfortunate contact. And as you say, it's absolutely not the way that anybody wants to win a race. Oh, and McLaren did get a place. CH, unfortunately, 3 drive-throughs, a stop-go 10 and a stop-go 30. I've seen them drop behind, so McLaren has got himself up a position, still holder of the fastest lap with a 15.2, I believe. And consistently lapping in the 15s. Man, the damage they could have done on the podium as well. Incredible. Sotskov still 1.5 seconds down. 1.1 seconds down, yeah. So third place looking absolutely solid at the moment. And Verlinski looking very, very, very good for the race win. And yeah, again, that is going to lay down an absolutely solid marker. Car 12. Car 12. Yeah, Joe McLaren and driving a Ferrari. I know. I get. Yeah, just. Yeah. There's absolutely something in that. Absolutely something in that. We need to get that investigated, I think. But yeah, still putting in the fast laps. Right, let's see what we've got going on. Matthias Pallenberg actually in the Porsche. He's got Philippe Ballawender just ahead of him. And this could be a change of position as well. As Castagnoli comes in the pits with 5 to go. I think we're going to see another 2 cars coming in the pits because of the stint timers. So it might be a little change here and there, but this one certainly won't be down to the pit stops. Pallenberg looking very quick in that Porsche against the Lexus, which is no mean feat whatsoever. Could he get himself 17th? He's got a couple of laps left to ply his trade. Verlinski picking up the pace. He's now in the consistent low 219s. That's holding the gap at 37 seconds. So only losing 6 seconds over the last 3 laps, which is a 2-second improvement on where that gap was going. So yeah, just putting the foot down at the end. Cheshire still trying to put the foot down. He is, again, he's just set identical laps, 2:17.420, 2:17.420. He did that earlier with back-to-back 2 minutes 17.160s. So yeah, absolutely no stranger to sticking in some absolutely phenomenal consistency. Again, what a battle we could have had. Bass that were on board, but yeah, a couple of penalties in the midfield there as well. Tan, D Bass. Oh, Bergler picking up a drive-through right at the death as well. Where has he gone? So yeah, 100. They've just picked up a drive-through for track limits. That is the nature of the beast. Oh no, yellow flag for Siergeb. I think that's just because he was moving out of the way. Are we ahead of car 9? No. Sorry, the cameras are absolutely wild. No, Castagnoli and the team are currently in 9th place. Marty Fox at the moment is 3.2 seconds down on Verbush. Oh, so, yeah, the 155 you're ahead of though, which I believe was one of the missions. So yeah, ahead of 155 after their contact, but certainly car number 9, Castagnoli. Yeah, he's over a lap up, in fact, Castagnoli. So yeah, getting ahead of 155 was definitely on the cards and has been accomplished with Castagnoli. That a bit out of reach, I think that is. Where is Ferlinski now? Oh, so this is the penultimate lap. So we've got the penultimate lap now for the drivers. Or certainly for Ferlinski. He's going to cross the line. There we go. There's only a lap worth left. He's through Blanchimont. So we're going to get 305 laps in total. The gap between the top two, 34 seconds. Yeah, great recovery nonetheless. Car 98 sweeping the way. There we go, confirmation then. That is the final lap, and it is Ferlinski that is leading the way. And he's going to get himself a 30-second gap, I believe, all the way back. The only podium, there's still a podium position in contention, of course. Veghout safely in 2nd place. And Cheshire is currently in 3rd, but again, that 5-second penalty is going to see Sotskov promoted. I don't think there's any overtakes pending at the moment. Everyone's stretched back out again, so we'll stay on board with the race leaders. Yeah, so we'll watch the race leader bring home the win in that beautiful Project Loki car. He might be the god of mischief, but also the god of stories, and he's going to have a story to tell after round 1 of the 2026 ACM Endurance Series. Spa starting off. Remember, sign-ups for Bathurst. Get yourself involved. 12 hours of Bathurst already on the cards. So if you've enjoyed today, get yourself over there and signed up. And of course, make sure you hit the follow button on the Twitch channel so you can watch all of the racing that the guys and gals at ACM have got to offer, and the continuation of said series. There's Bergler coming into pits to serve his drive-through. As through Le Fang and Campus for the final time. Is Ferlinski in the 9.65. What a drive and what a race. Himself and Zach Webb have split the duties between the two of them, and it is a very successful endeavour so far. Sotskov losing a little bit of pace, that gap down to 2.2, but again, he's not going to be caring. 3rd place is in the bag. 2 VDES teams in the top 10. That is a decent return for the team, to say the absolute leastest. And across the line, here we go then. Project Loki, that beautiful green and black Mustang, taking the checkered flag after 12 hours and 305 laps. Oh, and beautiful to see the British Heart Foundation on the back. A phenomenal charity, by the way. If you ever want to donate, my daughter would be eternally grateful, as with all the surgery she gets. But yeah, British Heart Foundation on the back. And for Linsky, some beautiful donuts there. You love to see it. And he's being joined by some of the other cars. In fact, Cheshire already across the line. Sotskov will be promoted to 3rd place, and it's going to be Javi Veghoudt. What a drive for Veghoudt and Konjarevich as well. 54 places they made up. 55 places to make it up to 2nd, and confirmation Sotskov is up to 3rd place. A couple of cars have already left. But yeah, let's stick on board with Verlinsky. Oh, no, sorry, we've got Banya crossing the line. Still to come across the line, we've got Piazza as well. Boucher has already been given the checkered flag in 6th. Svetlikov and Fluger. Oh, and on the final lap. Oh my goodness me, both of those cars are going to get a penalty across the line. It won't affect their finishing position, of course, but yeah, not what we like to see on the final lap, especially when there's a blue flag involved. This is not for position, unless my brain has completely shut down. But yeah, Piazza looking to bring home 5th place, Banya ahead. The Aston Martin, yeah, 4th place there for Bush and Fox, 10th and 11th behind Castagnoli. In 9th, Cataldo got 12th in the 155. Svetlikov, Fluger, Muller for Justice Team in 15th. Balawander, Pallenberg, Debas and Tan all inside the top 20. Jakovic in car number 40, rounding out said top 20. And it does look like we're going to have 42 cars finishing the race. Not bad from a 66 car start, but of course the all-important one in the final pit box as well. Wow, that's a way to make a statement. But yeah, there it is for Linsky and the team. Again, huge congratulations. Let's go with that. Yeah, huge congratulations to the team. What a drive that has been. 12 hours. Again, no mean feat whatsoever. Let's get some highlights up. Oh, and that's fully kicked me out, so I won't even get the full results. But yeah, we do know for Linsky, Veghoudt, 1st and 2nd, and Sotskov, as I say, promoted to 3rd place. By virtue of that penalty for Ryan Cheshire, who deserves an honourable mention for the comeback drive, and McLaren as well. Massive incidents and disconnections. I saw some of the quicker teams back down at the end, but they did stay out and finish the race. So full credit to them, and I've no doubt we'll see them back as well for round number 2, and hopefully we will see you all there as well. Again, big shout out to the sponsors as well. Massive thank you to G-Portal, www.g-portal.com for some absolutely incredible servers. As I say, I use them myself. They are absolutely premium with the best hardware and a clear, easy to use web interface and very fair pricing. So thank you to them. Do go over for your race servers, and of course www.raceforge.org, the first free open online directory for ACC setups by the community, for the community, fully comparable, shareable and even editable. Yep, no, we'll gloss over that one as well. So yeah, make sure you get over there and get your setup, get the setup of your dreams, and get you out on track. Hopefully here at ACM. That is all that we have got time for today's broadcast. So again, big thanks to the sponsors and the organisers. Thank you to everyone that has jumped in the chat today. I saw a subscription earlier as well. And of course from TrackSpot TV, if you are looking for any broadcasting or are a broadcaster or commentator looking to ply your trade in Australia, America or Europe, New Zealand as well, of course, then do give us a shout. TrackSpot TV. Jump over to the website, get in touch with myself, John Wright, or George Cook, and we will be happy to lead you through the process of, as I say, getting your league broadcast, or getting broadcasters and commentators a start, or a continuation in the industry. As I say, that's all we've got time for this evening. Thank you all once again. We'll hopefully see you all at Bathurst. Until then, stay safe, take it easy, and have a great rest of your night. Good night.
Welcome to ACC Career Mode by ACM Racing. ACC Career Mode is back and better than ever, with a 3-month-long series containing over 50 races with mixed formats and challenges. Team up with friends to manage your finances, car performance and sponsor contracts, or go solo and manage your favourite car across the whole season, utilising the daily, weekly and monthly challenges to add some spice to your online racing. The best thing? You decide your career, with 7 different paths to choose from. Minimum effort is no effort. ACC Career Mode Quarter 1 contains 5 races a week, all stewarded and commentated live with a range of formats from 4 to 12 hour endurance races to 25-minute sprints. The full race calendar is available at acm-racing.com, with individual race sign-up taking place on SimGrid. Only available on Assetto Corsa Competizione PC European-based league.